Hello, everyone. My name is Clara Aguilar. I am the marketing manager for Orders in Seconds. I'm going to be your moderator today. I'm going to be introducing the speakers and guiding you through everything we have in store. On the topic, scale smarter with QuickBooks, 90% off, y'all. Y'all are getting that deal today, plus Orders in Seconds. All right. So, guys, let me know how you're doing in the chat. I'll give you a shout out. Hello, everybody. Hello, Marvin. Hello. Hello, Wallet. I see you. All right. And again, giving you guys a warm welcome. If you guys have been here before, thank you for joining us again. And if you're new, you're in for a treat. Now, as a QuickBooks solution provider, Orders in Seconds has teamed up with QuickBooks to bring you guys this special webinar. We're going to dive into how QuickBooks Online supports your unique needs of wholesale distributors, not just the financial management side. We're also going to be going into how we streamline your warehouse operations through integrated tools like Orders in Seconds. So we have the Orders in Seconds team, we have the QuickBooks team, we have all these people here, right? To share this insight, to share this information, to get your business running. So let's get going. Let's hit the ground running. I'm going to introduce you to our speakers. From the Orders in Seconds team, we have Mr. Frank Monterrosa. He's a business development manager for Orders in Seconds. He graduated with honors and earned his bachelor's in marketing and advertising. He's participated in leadership and entrepreneurship courses with more than 15 years experience in customer service, marketing, and sales. Currently, he manages the US and Latin America markets for Orders in Seconds. Thank you, Frank, for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Nice, nice. And then our co-host, guys, we get VIP treatment from QuickBooks. We have 3 people here from QuickBooks today, starting with Mrs. Jamie Delveccio, who's been with Intuit for more than 20 years now and has worked across multiple sales channels to drive QuickBooks awareness. Jamie directly supports Orders in Seconds in our partnership with Intuit and works with our team to integrate QuickBooks into our products, services for all our valued customers. And we also have here John Brakey, who's going to be talking about QuickBooks payroll. And we have a Marvin Safi, who's going to be talking about a QuickBooks payment. So welcome, QuickBooks team. And guys, give them a thumbs up in the chat, guys. Make them feel welcomed. All
So
right.
happy to be here again with you guys. Thank you so much for inviting us, Clara.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you guys. Yeah, thank you guys. All right. So let's get into our agenda for today. First, we're going to be reviewing some of the challenges faced by wholesale distributors with their warehouse operations and their accounting system. Then we're going to go into how you can manage your wholesale distribution business with QuickBooks Online. You'll be learning more about the Orders in Seconds and QuickBooks integration solution right together and how that could benefit your business. And then we're going to have a live Q&A where you guys get to ask your questions specific to your business. You guys have all these people here available just for you. And what's great is you guys, if you have a question, you guys don't need to wait till the live Q&A. You guys can submit your question by hitting the icon at the bottom of your Zoom screen. There's an icon that's Q&A. It says Q&A. Just hit that button. You can submit your question. And when we get to the Q&A, we'll just go in the order we're receiving the questions, okay? All right. And finally, guys, you guys get a special gift, which you guys know, 90%, guys, 90% off QuickBooks. You're not going to want to miss this. All right. So make sure you stay till the end. We got more for you. All right, Frank. So let's get this started. Let's go over some of the challenges, pain points faced by distributors, Frank. Go ahead.
Hey, thank you, Clara. Just to confirm, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to talk about wholesale distributor challenges. Look, first of all, as you know, every business faces unique challenges in the distribution world, right? One of the key questions that every business owner asks is, how can I optimize my logistic operations to reduce cost, enhance efficiency? So the most effective way to address this is by targeting and resolving the daily operational issues that hinder productivity. So the question that I have today is this, Clara. Do you struggle with any of these issues that you see right there? Are you still doing manual processes with sometimes may result in fulfillment errors, delays, and this is something that distributors usually struggle with. Well, the other thing is, what about inventory management? Do you have full inventory visibility in the warehouse? Do you know what you have in the warehouse? That's a question. And if you're struggling with any of these challenges, the other thing is this: what about warehouse order picking? Are you experiencing customer complaints about receiving the wrong product or the incorrect quantities? If you're struggling with this may be due to the lack of effective picking and fulfillment process. And the last thing is delivery tracking. Are you struggling with issues when the delivery driver takes the printed invoices that need to be modified because customers are returning because of the incorrect quantities, or they just want to do a credit memo? This situation often lead to a lot of rework and inefficiencies for the logistic processes. So if you're struggling with any of these challenges that we just mentioned today, this could be hindering your business growth. And now we go to the next slide, and let me tell you this: how to sell. How to scale smarter with QuickBooks plus orders in seconds. Next slide. Look, this is really important. QuickBooks ecosystem for wholesale distributors. In this case, first of all, it is very well known that QuickBooks was developed specifically to make accounting easier. And QuickBooks is much more than that. A lot of people think QuickBooks is just for accounting, but it's much more than that. QuickBooks provide an ecosystem that enables to manage the logistic operation of your distribution business and had expanded efforts in the following areas. Look, this is something that QuickBooks keeps on working all the time. First, modern accounting system. QuickBooks is committed to modernizing its platform through QuickBooks Online, creating a more streamlined and user-friendly experience for all your business. So that's really important. Secondly, inventory and pricing management. QuickBooks simplifies inventory handling and pricing to a certain extent. Everybody knows, right? If you're using already QuickBooks Online, the QuickBooks is kind of limiting and handling the pricing, but this is the good part. When inventory management and pricing structures become more complex, that's where we come together, right? QuickBooks integrate with third-party solutions that are experts and specialized in these specific areas to address those type of limitations that there might be, affecting you. But in this case, QuickBooks is solving you all the accounting part, and with the third-party solution, you can easily handle all the other areas that might be limited in QuickBooks. And third, payroll and payment management. Look, this is really important because QuickBooks also includes robust tools for payroll and payment processing, which we're gonna cover those details during this presentation in a few minutes. And the last thing, QuickBooks has done a really great job with advanced reporting. With advanced reporting features, QuickBooks enables efficient handling and management of essential information that is crucial for the business, right? Making data management more streamlined and accessible. Okay, let's go to the next slide, Clara. So look, this is something that is really that's really interesting. As I mentioned before, right, or earlier, QuickBooks was made to be great at accounting, and it is really what it is, right? And no doubt about it. I haven't found any other accounting system that is so easy as QuickBooks it is. But when it comes to, handle certain kind of business like wholesale distribution, there's some challenges. There's some things that QuickBooks can do because it wasn't born to solve that problem. It was more to solve accounting. And here's where it comes some of those challenges that you as a distributor might be facing at the moment. The first one is selling features, right? So if you're using QuickBooks and you have a different sales channel, you might be, having those difficulties at the moment, selling features, complex customer pricing. When it comes to distribution, you get all type of customers that have different prices, different spaces and promotions. And the other thing is unit of measures. So QuickBooks, in this case, QuickBooks Online, it's really robust in the accounting part, but when it comes to unit of measures, that's something that cannot do it the way the distributor actually do it. But in this case, when you have it integrated with third-party solutions, that's when we can, we can help you to solve that issue. And the other struggles that you may have if you're selling perishable products, lot and expiration dates, that might be a challenge for those type of businesses, right? And to be honest, QuickBooks cannot handle it, but that's when it comes integrating with third-party solutions, delivery tracking, and the last one is warehouse order picking. So let's move to the next slide, Clara, please. Okay, look, here comes the interesting part. And I guess this is the main reason that you guys are here today. Look, orders in seconds is all in one system that help wholesale distributors easy manage their entire sales and logistic process. Yep, you heard it right. The entire sales and logistic process. So what we do is this. It automates all the sales channels that you may have as a distributor. As in the distribution industry, there are different sales channels. You may have sales rep in the field. You may have B2B online orders, meaning customers placing their own orders, or you may have direct store delivery, creating invoices directly from the spot. So those are the different sales channels that a distributor may have. It also simplifies the warehouse work from order to packing and using to use handheld, to make it easier and more accurate. And at the end of the process, invoices could be generated from a driver instantly from a mobile device, giving managers full visibility, and control over sales, inventory, and deliveries in real time. So that's the beauty of this, that you can have everything in one place with the different solutions that we provide. And the good thing is this, all these solutions are fully integrated with QuickBooks. Let's move on to the next slide, Clara, please. Look, so now we're going to go into the details. So for the sales channel, as I was explaining before, right, we have different, as a distributors, you may have different sales channels. One of the channels is the sales rep in the field. So if you have sales rep in the field, it is crucial for them to manage their own route. So that way they know exactly where they need to go every single day. And the other thing is this, they got to have flexibility on their mobile device to see whatever pricing structure that they have for their customers. And the other thing is this, also when you're selling, you got to have the functionality of selling on different unit of measures. If you're selling on cases, if you're selling on units, on eaches, whatever, right? And the other thing is having reports right there on your mobile device for KPIs. And again, as I was saying before, all that's different sales channels that we have. The other sales channel that a distributor may have is what we call B2B e-commerce. This is in the case that you have the business and you're getting a lot of phone calls, right? And now you should be, I would say, implementing another sales channel where you can empower some of your customers to generate their own orders using your mobile phone, using their, their tablet, whatever device that they have, and just go around to their warehouse, see what they're missing. Since they reorder all the time, they can just use the camera and beep, beep, reorder directly from the warehouse. So that way you make it easier for them and you keep on maintaining another channel that might be growth. And the other one is inside sales. So that means if you business, you don't have sales rep in the field, you don't have DSD, you may have people in the office receiving phone calls. You want to make it easy for them to, create the orders. In all those orders, let's go to the next slide. Look, this is the beauty of this. It's going to go to the picking side. And this is a crucial module because it doesn't receive the right attention. Look, this is important. A lot of people concentrate on the sales part, but when it comes to order picking, they don't really pay that much attention. Did you know that poor management or not having a solution for order picking can result in significant losses for your company? So what's going to happen with this? Look, really easy. Depending on the different sales channels that you have, sales rep in the field, customer placing orders, or the DSD drivers, all those orders are coming in to the main system, right? And from the main system, you can assign it to the warehouse picker, so that way they can do order picking solution, or order picking with barcode scanners. So order quantity and pick quantity. So that way you have full traceability of what's going on in the warehouse. The other thing is this: the warehouse and the sales rep in the field also have full visibility of the inventory. That's really crucial. And the other thing is this: if you have like perishable items, you want to make sure that you're going to be managing expiration days, lot numbers. So meaning when the orders comes in and are assigned to the warehouse picker, they're going to be doing they're going to be picking, but based on what products are going to expire most recently, right? So that way they can keep track of that. So order picking solutions is part of what we have. And let's go to the next slide, which is really important as well. So the delivery module is the final link in the distribution chain, as it is the last one, right? But it's certainly not the less important. Look, this is another one that distributors don't pay so much attention. This module allows you to automate deliveries and have 100% visibility into what's being delivered. So what's going to happen with this? Really easy. Look, once you get the orders from the different channels, you assign all those transactions to the warehouse picker. They do picking and fulfillment, right? Once they're done, all those transactions are loaded to the delivery driver. So the delivery driver, what it's going to do is this: they're going to take their phone, their tablet, their iPad, whatever device that they're using, and they're going to go out, and since they already have a schedule, the deliveries, they're going to go out and just generate the final invoices directly from the spot, meaning you're going to have a proof of delivery, making the customer sign and pay right there when you're doing the delivery. The other thing is this: you as an administrator, as a manager, or as a owner, gonna have full visibility of what's going on with the delivery. Let's imagine that you have 10 deliveries right now. In the 10 deliveries, you're going to know in real time if all of them have already been delivered or some of them are still missing. Why? So because you have full access to the system, right? The other thing is this: since the mobile devices that they're going to be using, they could be connected with different mobile printers and generate the final invoices directly from the spot. If you notice, we had the capability to automate everything when it comes to the wholesales and distribution. And the beauty of this, it's fully integrated with QuickBooks. And I'm gonna ask Jamie to join and explain a little bit more about QuickBooks integration with OIS. Jamie?
Yeah, thank you so much, Frank. You did a great job of explaining the differences between OIS and QuickBooks. And most importantly, like where QuickBooks stops, right? When supporting a wholesale distributor, because you're right, we're a great accounting app and we do very, very well at that. We're great at payroll. We're great at credit card processing, which you guys will learn more about. But I think, we're very fortunate that OIS chooses to partner with QuickBooks and build an app to really fill in those gaps, right? For sales, for order picking, for delivery tracking, because we just can't handle that. And the other thing that we're, really grateful for is the great integration that you guys have built with us, right? So as you can see with any of the three OIS solutions that Frank went over, QuickBooks is going to sync with OIS very seamlessly to be able to provide you with, accurate invoices and reporting and help you process payroll for your drivers, right? Let your delivery and field reps be able to take payments, which Marvin will talk a little bit more about. Most importantly, it'll let you manage your business from anywhere, right? So OIS has always been in the cloud. It's always been something that you could access anywhere. And QuickBooks has always kind of been an anchor that most people have had to wait till they get back into the office to deal with. And so now you can manage inventory from anywhere. You can manage your complete business from anywhere because of the great integration that OIS has with QuickBooks. So we have a lot more to talk about QuickBooks, actually. So to continue to talk about how QuickBooks and our services that go with QuickBooks, like payroll and payments, really work for a wholesale distributor, I'm going to pass it over to John so that he could talk a little bit more about payroll. Thanks, John.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jamie. Thanks, Jamie and Frank. Team, let's go ahead and talk payroll. So managing your wholesale distribution workforce from payroll to HR, we know can drain resources and cause constant worry. Today, I want to briefly discuss how QuickBooks Online Payroll seamlessly integrates with QuickBooks Online to transform these complexities into streamlined, stress-free operations, giving you back time and peace of mind. We start with one unified platform with order in seconds. So think you've got QuickBooks Online Payroll, and the power of OIS. Imagine having all of your financial data, your sales, your expenses, your inventory, and now your complete payroll seamlessly connected. No more journal entries to offset payroll. We know that navigating the ever-changing landscape of payroll can be a huge headache, especially if you operate in multiple states or have local tax obligations. QuickBooks Online Payroll takes the burden off your shoulders. It automatically helps calculate, pay, and file your federal, state, and even local payroll taxes. At year end, we're going to actually distribute your W-2s and handle the proper reporting that goes along with that. We know that managing hourly warehouse workers or drivers requires precise timekeeping. QuickBooks Online Payroll, the power of QuickBooks Online Payroll actually includes embedded time tracking, allowing your team to easily clock in and out from a mobile device, a tablet, or a PC. This is going to ensure accurate payroll every single time, helps you manage overtime proactively, and directly integrates with your payroll, saving you time and reducing errors. And think about beyond just paying people, HR brings its own set of complexities, as we know. Frank has obviously talked about complexities around, warehouse, distribution, wholesale, et cetera. But think of the actual complexities as it relates to payroll and workforce solutions, from hiring and to establishing employee policies. QuickBooks Online Payroll is going to offer HR support, providing you guys with access to certified HR professionals and resources. This means that you guys have expert guidance to navigate tricky employee situations. You can stay compliant with labor laws without having to be an HR expert yourself. Attracting and retaining top talent is crucial for any business, especially in wholesale and distribution. QuickBooks Online Payroll can easily help offer and manage competitive health benefits and 401k plans directly within the platform. It's going to simplify the administration of these often complex benefits. Think of not having to handle money movement in these areas, as it's all completely automated. Empower your employees and significantly reduce administrative inquiries with the employee workforce portal. So imagine giving your employees the ability to go ahead and access their own pay stubs. They'll be able to empower to actually obtain their W-2s at year end, request time off, and update personal information directly and at any given time. And lastly, get support when you need it. We actually offer 24 support via phone and or chat. So in summary, QuickBooks Online Payroll, it's not just another expense. It's an investment in efficiency, compliance, and complete peace of mind. It's going to simplify the most complex aspects of workforce management. It's going to automate tedious tasks. It'll help you attract and retain top talent. And ultimately, it's going to give you more time and mental space to focus on what matters most to you. With that, I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to my colleague Marvin to discuss QuickBooks Payments.
All right. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate that. And thank you everyone for joining me today. My name is Marvin Safi, and I am your dedicated QuickBooks Payments account manager. And today what I'll introduce to you is a powerful tool that's already built into your QuickBooks. It makes it easy to accept payments anytime, anywhere, and it's designed to significantly streamline your collections process. I'll start with our flexible payment options. QuickBooks Payments allows you to accept a wide range of payment types, including credit and debit cards, ACH payments, Apple Pay, PayPal, and Venmo. And you can process these payments in various ways. You can key enter a card number right into QuickBooks or using a smartphone or a tablet. You can also use a smartphone or a tablet to swipe cards or tap cards on the go, or creating an invoice with a Pay Now button, allowing the customers to just receive an email and click a button and pay that way. That is probably the most popular feature that's used in QuickBooks Online to accept payments, but there's also other ways to accept payments. You can also integrate this with your website, for example. And best of all, you get paid the very next business day. We have next day funding, so when the payment's processed, you'll see that payment in the bank account the very next day. We also have very competitive rates with no monthly fees. So you only pay when you process a payment. You won't see any monthly fees at all. It's just going to be based on when you take a payment. So it is nice to at least have the feature to accept a payment available in QuickBooks. Even if you are not going to use it, it's an option that gives you the ability to process a payment if it does come up without having to maybe deny a customer from taking a payment immediately. And if you guys are using another merchant provider, I'm available to you to do a rate comparison. What I'll do is ensure you will be saving money switching over to QuickBooks Payments. So that's something I'm available for you guys. I'll look at statements, go through it with you, and make sure you understand your statement and what we can offer. And best of all, if you sign up through OIS, you'll actually receive better rates than signing up anywhere else. You won't see these rates available on our website or even calling our sales team directly. Next, let's talk about our QuickBooks Payments mobile app. We have a mobile app that allows you to accept payments on the go. In this app, you can swipe, tap a card, you can key enter a card number right on the phone or tablet, and just recently, which I see you guys did update on the slide, I appreciate that, Clara, is the new tap to pay for iPhone. This is going to allow you to just use your smartphone to take a payment. You can tap a card right on the phone, or you can do phone to phone transfers. So this will be very significantly helpful for distributors that are on the go, on the field. It allows them to get paid instantly. QuickBooks Payments also includes a streamlined invoicing process and reminder system. You can create professional looking invoices with your company logo and then send them via email with that Pay Now button I mentioned earlier. This is, again, one of the best ways to receive a payment other than being directly with the customer face to face and just taking the payment right then and there. And the payments automatically, payment reminders are also automatically sent out, which will obviously help reduce some time for follow-ups and accepting and getting paid. In addition, QuickBooks Payments integrates seamlessly with QuickBooks Online. Obviously, this is a major feature as well with all of our services such as payroll, bill pay, and payments. This is designed to simplify both payment processing and bookkeeping. It automates reconciliation, minimizes any manual work that you're doing now with your accounts payables and receivables for the payments, and helps reduce any risk of errors. Lastly, we have wonderful merchant support. 24/7 support is offered and available to you. You can contact our merchant service team by phone, you can email them, or you can chat with our service team. And as part of your affiliation with OIS, you have access to my dedicated support. So I'll be available to you not just from the very beginning, where we'll help determine if payments is a good fit for the business. I'll also be available to help onboard, which means making sure you guys know how to process a payment. And after that, we'll keep in touch to make sure there are no issues. If things come up, I'm available to you. So to summarize it all, QuickBooks Payments offers flexible payment options, competitive rates with no monthly fees, mobile processing solution, which is really top notch with the new tap to pay by iPhone. That's going to really make certain you're able to get paid on the field when you're out on the field without even having to use a reader. And then, of course, our streamlined invoicing and reminder system. We also have everything seamlessly integrated with QuickBooks Online and, of course, our 24/7 support. That'll do it for me. Thank you so much today for joining me. If you have any questions or want to activate QuickBooks payments, please reach out to OIS to lock in their discounted rates. And remember, there is no sign-up fee or any sort of automatic monthly fees, so there is no reason not to turn this on. And I will pass it over to, who's next?
Frank's next.
Frank.
Hey, thank you, Marvin. And I guess the question that is coming up right now is, how does an integrated solution help you or help me as a distributor? So the answer is this. Look, if you are in the distribution business, we can help you first automate your different processes. So the main idea is eliminate manual orders. So that's a big headache for the distributors, right? The second thing that we can help you with, and you can take full advantage, is
Oh, Frank, I think you froze for a sec. Frank,
so get out the inventory that
Frank. Oh, you froze for like a second. So I don't know if you kept talking. You froze for like a second.
I'm sorry, can you guys hear me okay, or?
Yes, I can hear you. Yep.
Okay, so what I was saying is this. This is the way that we can help your distribution business. First of all, help you automate, the different processes that you may have. Whatever you're struggling with, is it on the sale? Is it on the inventory? Is it on the delivery side? Where are you struggling with? And the idea is eliminate manual work, manual errors. So secondly, having great visibility for the inventory is crucial. It's critical that you guys have a solution that is implemented to visualize the inventory. And the third thing is, look, we have a solution that grows along with you guys. So as long as you are growing and implementing different solutions, we're growing together. And if you guys are growing, so we're gonna be growing with you guys. And the last thing is complete access to your business. Since this is a web-based cloud solution, you can have access anywhere, anytime, and you can see how your business is running. Since QuickBooks Online, it's on the cloud, in OIS, it's on the cloud, you could be anywhere and visualizing exactly what's going on with your business. So that's the beauty of this. So let's go to the next step. So how exactly this integration works? It's very simple. Look, since QuickBooks Online is on the cloud, right? It could be online or the desktop. You have QuickBooks, and we have an interface that automatically synchronizes customers, product, pricing, and inventory from QuickBooks. This goes to a second option, which is a CRM, a customer relationship management system. Remember that we were saying that QuickBooks is kind of limited when it comes to handling pricing, inventory, and those type of things. So here's where we're going to configure the different business rules that we're going to be using based on your business model, right? And based things that you're going to be using with OIS. Is it going to be the sales, the B2B, the DSD, the drivers, the warehouse? So we're going to configure everything. And once we have everything configured in your system, automatically with that interface that we have with QuickBooks Online, all the transactions are going to go directly to your QuickBooks. So in this case, QuickBooks become the financial receptor of all the things that you are doing on the distribution side. So let's go to the next slide, Clara. Okay. Some of you may be asking, why should I choose orders in seconds? So first of all, look, this is the right solution. If you are in a small and mid-sized business, we specialize with those type of business. And to keep it simple as this, we work with big companies, right? Like P&G, Wrigley, Mars, and some other big And what we do is very simple. We bring all the technology that the big corporations are using, put it into the hands of the small and mid-sized businesses so that that way they can be more effective. So it's easy. It's easy that way that it works. Secondly, why you should choose orders in seconds is we have a fully integrated solution with QuickBooks Online. So if you're using QuickBooks, this is the right solution. We are the right complement to QuickBooks to make everything easier and have everything in one single place. And the third option to choose orders in seconds is, as you have noticed, we are a complete order fulfillment system. Basically, we automate everything since the order gets generated until it gets delivered without you printing a single paper. So everything is fully automated because it's fully complete. And the last thing is this. Look, we are a certified QuickBooks developer solution. So we know QuickBooks in and out, and that's why I say that there's some limitations when it comes to some business model in QuickBooks because we know QuickBooks. We know QuickBooks Desktop and QuickBooks Online, and we're gonna help you with with the help of the experts on how your system needs to be set up the right way. And the last thing is, we cater to Latin food market. So if you are in that industry, you are in the right place. So next, Clara.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Marvin and John, for all the goodies, all the nuggets of wisdom you guys have shared today. We're gonna get into our live Q&A now. So if you guys have a question, make sure to submit it in the Q&A. I have a question coming through, and I know this is a question on everybody's mind. How can I take advantage of the 90% off QuickBooks Online deal? Yes, guys. So we have a link that you guys are gonna fill out. You guys, I'm gonna put it in the chat, okay? That's how you guys are gonna take advantage of that. You guys just need to fill out this form. I'm gonna paste it in the chat right now. And we just need a little more information, and somebody from our team will be reaching out to you to get you that deal. Okay. And let me see if we have some questions here. All right. Let's see. Okay. A question that was submitted. How long is the process of getting QuickBooks Online accounting integrated with the OIS solution? Like, how long is that process? How does the process take?
Let me go ahead and answer that question. That usually in standard integration takes from 1 week to 2 weeks, but that'll depend on what you have, right? If you are migrating from an existing system, and that migration might take a little bit longer, or if you already have QuickBooks Desktop and you're planning to migrate to QuickBooks Online, that should take less time because it's the same environment. So that'll depend, but usually in a standard integration and migration should take from 1 to 2 weeks.
Gotcha. Thank you, Frank. And now another question is, I have multiple warehouses. Can OIS and QuickBooks Online manage inventory for multiple locations?
Well, the answer is yes. Depending on your structure, just to give you an idea, if remember that QuickBooks Online only handles one main warehouse, but this is the beauty of connecting with the third-party solution. In this case, with OIS, which are the right complement with QuickBooks. So once we connect with QuickBooks in our system, you're gonna have the flexibility to handle multiple warehouses. But depending on what you're trying to accomplish, you may handle the different warehouses in our system, or you might also need another QuickBooks to connect it if you want to keep the accounting separated on your entities. You know what I mean? So depending on what you're trying to accomplish, so that whoever asked the question, it would be good. It would be good to jump into a call, find out exactly what your needs are, and based on that, we're gonna give you directions and say, hey, you should consider to do it this way or this way or this way, because it may have different answers.
Gotcha. Okay, so this question's for John. Does QuickBooks Online Payroll help you with setting up the payroll?
That is a great question, Clara.
Mhm.
And yes, we certainly do. There's certain levels of payroll that actually do include expert setup, expert guidance, if you will, which basically means it'll be complete handholding. Whether it's maybe a client that's coming mid-year from another payroll provider and
Mhm.
wants to come over to QuickBooks Online Payroll, right? We can certainly handle that. Complete handholding, basically from setup all the way from them running their first payroll with QuickBooks Online Payroll. So we can certainly help in that regard.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys are definitely in good hands with OIS and QuickBooks, guys.
Most
Um,
certainly.
okay, so I have one last question. This question's from Marvin. What are the fees associated with QuickBooks payments?
Yes, thank you so much for asking. So our rates are very competitive. We have very simplified rates. So you'll always know what you're paying and you're able to compare with other providers. So we try to make it very simple and we have confidence the rates are very competitive. We offer rates, standard rates that are competitive, and then going through OIS, your rates are going to be even better. So basically kind of the best flat rate plans Intuit offers. I'll give you an idea. If you swipe a card or you tap a card, if a distributor is on the field ready to take a payment immediately, that is the best way to go for many reasons. You're able to take the payment immediately without having to email an invoice, and the rate is very good. It's the best rate from the 3 tiers we have. So if you take a payment face to face, it's 2.3%. And that's
Wow.
the total. Yeah. So it's everything included 2.3. So you'll always know what you're paying. $100, you're paying $2.30. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what you're paying. If you
Wow.
email an invoice, we still have very competitive rates on that as well. It's only 2.8%. So emailing an invoice gives your customer the ability to just click a pay now button. And with that, 2.8%. So on $100, $2.80.
Yep.
Another option you have is taking an electronic payment. If you just want to process a bank transfer, like the routing and account number on the bottom of a check, you can process that electronically, and the fee is 1%. We normally do not have a max, so that could be quite a bit for our regular customers. But again, going through OIS, you guys have the option to get this plan, and we cap ACH at $15. So the very most you would pay is $15 on an ACH payment, and it would be 1%. So if it's less than $15, it would be 1%. And no monthly fee, no transaction fee, no setup fee. You just turn on the feature. It's there for you to use. And those are the rates, as straightforward as you got.
Okay,
Wow. Awesome.
perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marvin. Okay, guys, does anyone have any other questions? Right,
Questions?
so questions. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up our Q&A. So let's continue. All right, guys, so how can we help you with these challenges, guys? Do you have a specific financial goals? Do you have efficiency goals you guys want to accomplish this year? You know, as the OIS team and QuickBooks team have said, our integration is designed for wholesale distributors from sales all the way to shipping, right? No matter what your goals are this year. And you guys have options, you guys have options. So if you're interested in learning more, make sure you can scan that QR code you guys see in the screen. And I'm also going to be posting a link in the chat if you guys are just if you guys need this help, if you guys want to talk to us about what your challenges are, let us know. We'll let you know how we can help. Okay? All right. And guys, next slide. Guys, you don't have to take our word for it. These are our testimonials on our QuickBooks online page, on our QuickBooks page. You guys can see we have a lot of customers who are benefiting greatly from this integration. And I was going to ask Frank, we have a couple minutes. Frank, do you want to share a story, a success story?
Yep. Look, this is something that happened recently to me. I spoke with an existing customer, right, that has been using OIS for, I would say, several months already. And they already seen, significant improvement in their operational efficiency. They were struggling majority on the inventory side. So, we connected with QuickBooks, we implemented the OIS inventory for picking and fulfillment, and now they're really happy. So the reason that I'm bringing this up is because the customer was telling me, hey, look, Frank, if I had implemented your solution years ago, my business would likely be in a much stronger position today. So they recognize that implementing the right solution is going to help you grow and make it more efficient. So that's why I'm bringing this up, Clara, because, you know, we're seeing the results. And if you go to the to QuickBooks, you're gonna see the good comments that are existing customers, real customers are making, right? Because we actually giving them a result. We're solving a problem. We know the industry, and we're gonna work closely with you guys to make sure that we're gonna solve all your problems.
That's right. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for sharing that. And now, guys, everyone who attended, guys, you get your free gift, 90% off QuickBooks Online. Guys, this is the best deal of the year right now. Plus, you get a free consultation. So it's 90% off QuickBooks Online for 3 months. We have the consultation. We'll listen to your challenges. We're going to create solutions that are going to help scale your business. And if you want to take advantage of that, you guys can scan again. You can scan the QR code, easy peasy, or we have the link in the chat so you guys could take advantage of this deal. Okay, just click the link. You guys go fill out a quick form so we know more about your business. And then somebody will contact you this week to set up a time that's convenient for you. Okay, so we can discuss your needs. All right. And remember, guys, going through, so you could go through QuickBooks directly, but you're not going to get the same deal like it is going through or coming through Orders in Seconds. That's why we have this special offer with QuickBooks. That's why we hold these webinars, because we get deals not only with Plus and Advanced, right? We get deals with Marvin, with payroll, with payments. So make sure you guys are, click that link, fill out the form, and we'll go ahead and get you the deal that you need and all the help you need. We'll fix everything in your life. No, not everything. But we'll help you with your warehouse, all right?
Don't get me in trouble.
No, not everything. All right, guys. So if you wanted to connect with Frank, here's his contact information. Frank is also on LinkedIn, guys. You guys can connect with him at Frank Monterrosa. All right, let him know that you were at this webinar. And lastly, guys, I wanted to share with everyone, we are very active on YouTube now, guys, and we wanted to share our channel. It's at the Wholesale Pro. All right, if you subscribe, you never have to miss. You guys will have access to all the webinars we're creating on different trending topics, tips, with practical advice for wholesale businesses, manufacturers in the food industry, right? On improving your efficiency, on helping you grow, on boosting your sales, on QuickBooks, and so much more, guys. And the way you guys can help our channel is by subscribing, right? And getting all that information that you guys need. So again, I'm gonna put this link in the chat, guys. So make sure you visit our YouTube page and join us there. You guys will see Frank. He's a wholesale pro, guys. You guys see Frank there, okay? All right, guys. Well, that is all for today. Thank you, guys, everyone who attended this webinar. Jamie, Frank, John, Marvin, all of our OIS customers, guests who joined through email, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Thank you, guys, for joining us today. We're going to continue to have more webinars like this. Because the way we like to say it is, if your business succeeds, if you win, we all win, right? So we're going to continue to hold these monthly webinars on different topics. Keep your heads up in your inbox for the one in July. And we just had one in April. We had the last webinar was with foodbevy.com on the topic food and beverage CPG trends for 2025, what's hot and what's next. So if you missed that and are interested, you guys can pop over to our YouTube channel. We have the webinar available there, so you guys can check that out. And remember, guys, at the end of this webinar, when it closes out, a survey pops up. And guys, please fill out the survey. Let me know what you want to know more about, all right? And we'll get it to you guys as soon as we can. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.